And the last year with Governor Branstad, we were fortunate to have him come back to the farm. I kind of gave Governor Branstad a hard time when we did sign the 100th anniversary of the National Dairy signage or whatever. And I said, I'm all the way down to your office in Des Moines. I said, I need you to come back to the farm. He said, oh, I'll come back to Sioux County any day. I get a lot of votes from there. So we were excited to have him at the farm too. So just like Secretary Dave said, a fifth generation dairy farm. And we had a lot of things going and really proud. And I just think when I'm involved with quite a bit of promotion on the national level too with Midwest Dairy Association and with that. And I think the dairy industry is unique in the state and wherever it is. The dollars that we produce, every dairy farm that's in Iowa, every dairy cow, produces 23,000 plus, and we come out with new numbers again this year on what that has on economic impact for everyone. And what's unique about the dairy industry is because we're so involved with all of the infrastructure that we have, those dollars get turned 7 times over, whereas a lot of industries only turn 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times. But dairy industry turns those dollars 7 times over. That's how much involvement, how much infrastructure we need to have our business to thrive on that. So that, I just want to say thank you for everyone that's here and for where we're at today and for all the grant that you awarded. And so it's a very good, I'm proud of our industry. So thank you very much.
And we appreciate the partnership we have with you. Ryan, thank you both for being here today. And next, I would like to welcome Jeff Burkhart to please come and share. Jeff and Jill, their project is quite exciting, and I'd love to have Jeff share a little bit about what they're going to be doing with the grant.
Hi, and welcome to our farm. I'm Jeff Burkhart, and this is my wife Jill, our son James, and our daughter Jenna, and we run Picket Fence Creamery. And we'd like to thank you all for being here. And this is a very exciting day for us, obviously. Thanks to Secretary Adams and Mike Navy and Beth from Shoes, Iowa, to make all this possible. And first, I'd like to give you a little history of Picket Fence Creamery and where it came from. Okay, when Jill and I moved here in 1985, we started with 1 milk cow. And soon we decided that we kind of liked the milk business, so we renovated this old barn and we started milking a few cows, and pretty soon we got up to like 50 cows. And I got to quit my town job and run the dairy while Jill was teaching school. Well, 22 years ago, and that would be 2002, the dairy business was pretty tough. You know, milk prices were pretty low, and we lost a lot of dairy farms in our area. At one point on our route here, there were 17 dairy farms, and now there's 1. So that kind of tells you what the economy has done in that sector. And we were at a crossroads of what we were going to do because we weren't really making any money, but we loved the dairy business. So James was 2 years old at the time and was wandering around the farm, and we thought, well, we can't have this with all the cattle and machinery. So we decided that we needed to build a fence around our yard. So Jill said she always wanted a picket fence, so we started building the white picket fence. And between working and cows and farming, we kind of worked on it in our spare time. And while we were doing that, they gave us the opportunity to talk about our future and our family and what we wanted to do and where we wanted to go. So we came up with this idea to build our own creamery on the farm and take our raw milk and pasteurize it and turn it into finished products and market it throughout the area. And it's kind of a wild idea. Not too many people were doing that, but we were convinced we could make it work. So we got a loan from our bank, and we built the creamery right here at the farm and started processing our products and finished products. And luckily for us, the consumers liked our products, and we were able to grow quickly to where we're utilizing all the milk from our cows. It took us about 6 months to get to that point. And the consumers and the grocery stores in the area were very receptive to the idea and willing to try it, and it worked out, and that kind of opened the door for some other folks to do the same thing, because we proved that it could be done. And our daughter Jenna and James grew up here on the farm and helped us run the creamery, and when Jenna got out of college and taught school for 6 years, she decided to join our business. And we were thrilled with that, and it's worked out great. And James, when he got out of college, he came back and helped run our company too. So now Jill and our focus is to get our business set up for the future. And that's our main focus right now. So we're making improvements as we go and updating equipment and making it more profitable and efficient. So that's what led us to today. We applied for a grant at Shoes, Iowa to upgrade our pasteurizing system. And we were very fortunate to be granted a grant. And so we're going to put in an HTST pasteurizer, and it will be able to lower our production costs by using about 80% less water and about 50% less electricity and propane. So that's going to be huge for our cost of production. But another thing it's going to do is going to free up time to do other parts of our business, because the amount of milk that we do now takes about 35 to 36 hours a week just to pasteurize it. Whereas this new machine will do the same amount of milk in 7 hours. So that's going to really increase our efficiency and make it so we can do like more marketing and more interactions with our consumers. So I'd like to just say thank you very much. And this is a very exciting day for us, because we have like a long-term goal, and this is going to help us reach that goal.
Years ago trying to save the farms and now transitioning to pass off to your next generation. It's so neat. Thank you. We appreciate that you shared with us and for hosting. Next, I'd like to share the list of names of all the grant recipients and their locations. And all of the projects are listed in the news release. There are copies here. And in addition, we're posting copies of the news release on the Department of Ag's website, Shoes Iowa's website, and on social media. So if you want a copy, we have multiple places for you to find it. And okay, without further ado, these are the on-farm processing projects. Cinnamon Ridge in Donahue, Country View Dairy in Hawkeye, Hightail in Plainfield, Picket Fence Creamery near Woodward, WW Homestead Dairy in Waltham. Labor-reducing technology projects are next. And those begin with A&J Farms near Fort Atkinson, Andred Farms, Gutenberg, Chadfordig near Wall Lake, Enyer Dairy near Postville, Ken Stephan Dairy near New Vienna, Cruzy Dairy near Dyersville, Lango Dairy near Hopkinton, Lehman Dairy near Sherrill, Ned Van Family Farms near Garner, Piggott Hills Farm near Waukon, Prairie Star Farm near Waukon, Schulte Dairy near Norway, Street Farms in Farley, Whitford Dairy in Volga, and Wolf Dairy near Epworth. And to close us out, I'd like to welcome Secretary May back to the podium.
Jeff, I love the story about, at some point, you had worked all day, both of you, and then went out and worked on a fence together, right? And I just love that you still did that, and if you hadn't done that, maybe you wouldn't have had those conversations that led to this great project. So thanks for sharing that history. You know, I thought about one other thing that when I visited here the first time that impressed with, and I continue to see it in other places when I visit across the state, and that's that what struck me about the store that's here is they're not just carrying their products here. It's not just about them. It's not just picket fence that you'll see. You'll see other local foods. You'll see other farms. You'll see other products, and I love that. The support that's among you and your peers and your colleagues, people carrying your products, you're carrying them, promoting each other, and I think that is such a cool thing. There's a great community and network that's forming here. So, if you didn't get a chance to check the store out, you absolutely should, because there's just a range of products in there from meat to noodles to everything in there, if I remember correctly. So I think I might be stopping over there before I leave. But this is an impressive group of dairies. I want to congratulate each of the recipients. Again, as Beth mentioned, this was a highly competitive. There were good projects that didn't get funded, and that tells you something about the caliber of what we've got here to consider. And that's as it should be. We want this to be a competitive program. We want to be able to fund the very, very best. We're excited to see the good things that happen in those dairies all across the state. So again, no other state in this country has the brand for agriculture that we do. And Iowa dairy farmers have a long-standing tradition of producing high-quality milk and high-quality and safe dairy products. Choose Iowa is about continuing to connect the dots between those great producers and the consumers who ultimately are the ones who benefit from being able to find more of what they're shopping for. Again, I want to thank all the partners in this, the Iowa Dairy Association, the legislators, the legislative support that we had from our appropriators in particular, Nolan Mumson and Dan Zumbaugh, but others in the legislature who were so supportive of this effort and for Choose Iowa as well. I promise you this, we will continue to show that return on the investment that I talked about earlier today. So with that, we'll close today, but I'm excited about what comes next, both here at Picket Fence, but also in farms all across this great state. Thank you for being here today.